Tucked along the scenic Wisconsin River, Plover blends small-town charm with surprising experiences. Once a bustling stop on the Wisconsin Central Railroad, today Plover has grown into a destination full of surprises. Known for its scenic trails, thriving local businesses, and deep agricultural roots, Plover offers a perfect blend of relaxation and recreation. Wisconsin might be the dairy state, but in Plover, there's a lot more cooking up, and we're headed to Feltz Farm to explore the plenty of Plover.
What's the history of this farm and how did it develop?
Farm's been here over 110 years now. It started in 1913. For almost 90 years of that, we had 40, 50 cows, pigs, chickens, and then we've kind of led to this. So this was kind of my way to get back into the family business. More of a agritourism destination. Behind us there, we got cornfields, alfalfa fields. We grow all of our own feed for the cows. We milk those cows, pump it right into a vat. We pasteurize it and make fresh cheese curds. So it goes right from cow right to cheese right into your mouth. So we do everything right on site, which I think is pretty unique, pretty cool. After you get to see some of the animals, you can come out and play on the fun farm. We've got about 25 different activities for kids. So anything from our giant jumping pillow, football, basketball, baseball games for kids. And then in the fall, you can go through, we've got 3 different corn mazes. So we've added the pumpkin patch, added a haunted maze. So fall's really become a big time for us. People can come out, get to go right up to the barn. They're petting the calves, petting the cows. It's just nice to see families having fun, enjoying themselves.
Well, it's a great summer playground. You have the corn maze in the fall, but you have the store open and a lot of local vendors. There's candles in there. There's all kinds of things for gifts and then obviously a lot of things to eat and drink. Well, I'd love to try those curds, fresh and deep fried. Can we?
Absolutely, let's go try them out.
Plover is one of the largest carrot and potato producers in the nation, but its true impact is measured in community, and there's no place that's more evident than at the Food and Farm Exploration Center.
So it's just buzzing with activity down here tonight. What's happening right now?
Yeah, so this is our first You Pick community events of the summer. Come on in, we'll give you bags, harvest as many potatoes and peas as you would like. Our mission is to reconnect people with where their food comes from and those that grow it. People don't go back to the family farm like they used to, and so we want to be that community gathering place to give people a chance to dig in the dirt and pull a potato right out of the ground. So it's really to start piquing young people's interest and get them asking questions about how they can be involved.
So what can families do when they come visit here?
Spend an entire day here. Start by grabbing a delicious lunch in our Colorful Plate Cafe. You can go through the exhibits, 60 of them. You can learn about optical sorting and a potato sorter. You can go in a cold storage facility, and we have a kitchen lab downstairs. And then you can come out here and enjoy the beautiful grounds. You can just really spend some quality time with your family. You can do an adult cooking class, make your own cocktail, pierogies, tamales, Spud of the Month Club. We have summer camps your kids can sign up for. We have special drop-ins.
Right over your shoulder, I'm looking at the world's largest potato masher.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Can you imagine getting that stuck in the kitchen drawer? That would be a really
an impressive drawer.
It'd be an impressive drawer.
But I've heard that's actually been used to mash potatoes.
It has, yeah. Standing at just under 39 feet tall, it is the world's largest potato masher. It's really a sight to see.
Alexander, thanks so much for your time. And
thank you.
I'm going to keep exploring in here.
Awesome. Have fun.
Thanks.
Next stop, we're headed to the farm at Rooted in Red, where family traditions bloom into unforgettable flavors and experiences.
So I'm here with Rochelle. We're at Rooted in Red, just outside of Plover, exploring the space because this is a beautiful event space and a cranberry bog. So how did Rooted in Red get started and how did it turn into such a multifaceted business?
Yeah, so I'm Generation 5 cranberry grower. My great-great-grandfather, Charles Dempsey, grew his first cranberry in 1900 in central Wisconsin. So this is a 1938 warehouse. We processed cranberries here until the 1970s. Now we host weddings and we host community events. We have band, we have food truck nights, farm dinner experiences here. We have had baby showers, a lot of different opportunities for folks to come and experience community and experience the cranberry farm.
Well, it's not harvest season right now, but I'd love a tour.
I would love to introduce you to my mom, Jamie. She is the tour queen, and let's go talk to her right now.
Awesome.
I give tours all year. This time of year, mid-June to just past the 4th of July, we're in full blossom.
And when is the peak season, when this is just a brilliant sea of red?
Usually October. Some vine varieties we can actually harvest late September, but by that first, second week in October, we're running with a full crew and you can see all of it. So we have about 80 acres of actual cranberry vines and we have about 26 beds.
So all these beds get flooded with water from the Wisconsin River. Cranberries rise. I mean, it's quite an experience for people.
Really, I have a passion for sharing about cranberries, about the industry, about multi-generation farming. We have people come from every state, and I really enjoy that.